Hello and welcome to today's reading. Today we are using Nature's Hidden Oracles by Liz Dean. And as always, all of the books or decks that are used in my readings are linked in the description box. So if you want to check out any of the materials we used today, you can go down there and see that. And we are on page 17, reading together. You will see that I recommend working with a friend for some of the rituals. Having a walking companion or a small group of companions empowers your readings. You can read for each other, of course, but it's very helpful too when reading for yourself. When a friend or two oversee your reading, you naturally speak your first impressions out loud, which energizes your divining. When others give their interpretations of your situation, the conversation often takes the readings to unexpected places, offering perspectives you may not see when you read alone. So what I'm getting here is that you have been trying to figure something out or go it alone on a spiritual journey, and it has become something that isn't really helpful anymore. Where there was a time where I'm seeing the Hermit card in my mind, the Hermit card was very much your path. You needed to go into the wilderness, into the darkness, alone and hibernate so that you could sort out yourself. It's now time for you to re-enter the world and go specifically to people who you resonate with. This may be a call to create new friendships, to look for new people, and it may be that if you're in that position where you don't really have anyone who is on the path that you're on and you're feeling lonely and you're saying, I'd love to have friends, but I don't have anyone around me to do that kind of thing with, then it is being suggested here that you specifically look for people to go into nature with. So this could look like going on some walking trails and meeting people who are already there, finding walking trail groups or foraging groups if you're interested in that kind of thing, like mushroom foraging or plant foraging, or looking for like nature groups to join. If you research where you are living, or where you're staying currently, the library or like civic center or something like that may have an organized nature event for people who are somewhat like you. If you are more on the esoteric field and you're looking for people who are like-minded in that way, look at the metaphysical stores and centers nearby, and you might also find a nature-oriented group there. So that's really very strongly your suggestion. If you are having a hard time finding people to be friends with, is to find them through nature. Another thing is, if you already do have friends and you don't go out into nature often, and you feel that they are someone who can help you or be present with you on this journey that you've been on, then it's time to turn to nature with them. If it's too cold, I keep seeing, like I saw the image of snow and ice. If it's too cold, something that you don't really want to go outside in, then you can study nature together through books or the internet or watching videos or podcasts or things like that, and you can connect over that. I'm also getting that involving them in your experience is going to help you a lot. I feel like regardless of where you're at with friends and friendships, you are feeling alone right now, and I think what you're not seeing is that you are isolating yourself by not talking about your experience at all. You may think that it's very unique to you, and it may be very, very unique to you, but the overall theme of what you're experiencing may be able to reach out to more people than you thought it would. So, for example, you may have a very specific health issue, but if you talk to someone about it, you may discover that while they don't have that health issue, they have another situation that is making them feel the same kind of powerless and frustrated as you're feeling, and you can bond over that sensation and look for ways to create empowerment in each other's lives. It's also true that it's much easier to see another person's life and their potentials than it is your own, because you're so entrenched in it and identified with the current feelings that you're having. So it will be beneficial to both you and the person that you're hoping to connect with, or that you might connect with, to do this, because they will get just as much out of hearing your version of reality as you will hearing theirs. And also, you'll both be able to see patterns in each other and potential solutions that are obvious to you but not to them, and vice versa. You will also be able to mirror this person in a way that might be very uncanny. So you might be hearing them talk about something and you're kind of like, oh my god, that's me. And now you can see more clearly where you are and where you're standing in this particular issue or path. If you also decide to do this, another benefit of working with other people when it comes to spiritual things is that because you're so focused on consciousness and creating more conscious awareness of patterns and parts of yourself that you were otherwise not, there's actually more energy focused on each of those parts than if you did it alone. So it will happen faster and more effectively. And it's how the multiple people manifesting for something at once, it's the same principle. It will happen more quickly. So if you're both struggling with the same thing and you can see each other's patterns and you both focus on manifesting the solution for each other together, then you're going to have a tenfold response in the 3D world. So it's going to happen a lot faster for you guys. But yes, so your advice is to include other people in your experience, whether you have people around you or you need to go find some people. Definitely base it around nature, involve nature as well. And I just got one more message. Some of you may be already very deeply in tune with nature, Gaia, and you may be really upset about a natural issue like an oil spill or global warming or why there's so many volcanoes going off, things like that. And if you meet up with these friends in the same way that you can co-create much faster than you would by yourself, you can do that for these issues that you're seeing in nature, if that's something that you're concerned about. I hope that resonated. Let me know in the comments if it did. Give this video a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell and select all notifications so that you get updated every time I upload a new video. But until next time, bye!